Ready, start. So far as the issue relating to the valuation of the immovable property is concerned, learned counsel for the petitioner submitted that the valuation of the property has not been disputed by any of the authority. Therefore, there is no reason to dispute the same. Full stop para. Learned Standing Counsel submitted that since the entire consideration fixed under the agreement to sale has been taken as the market value, which was higher than the market value determined, therefore, there was no occasion to determine the market value of the immovable assets separately. Full stop. According to him, after the exclusion of the value of the movable properties from rupees 1908 crores, which has been paid by the petitioner as a consideration of movables and immovables, the balance amount should be taken as the market value of the immovable property. Full stop. At the most, the value for the leased hold right transferred by UPSIDC to petitioner under the separate lease hold agreement on which the separate stamp duty has been paid can also be considered. Full stop para. In my view, this aspect of the matter requires consideration by the authorities below. Full stop. None of the authorities has gone into this question. Full stop. Therefore, it would be appropriate to remand the matter to the collector to adjudicate the issue relating to the valuation of the immovable properties afresh in accordance with the law after considering the submissions of the petitioner. Full stop para. So far as the second issue relating to the claim of adjustment of stamp duty paid on agreement to sale executed between the UPSIDC and the petitioner for transferring of leasehold right is concerned, in my view, the claim cannot be allowed. Full stop. The lease agreement has not been executed between the parties of impugned sale deed and in pursuance of said lease agreement. Full stop. Under the said lease agreement, fresh lease hold right has been transferred to the petitioner. Full stop. Therefore, claim cannot be allowed under said proviso to explanation of Clause B of Article 23 of Schedule 1B. Full stop para. The decision of the Apex Court in the case of Duncan's Industries Limited versus State of UP and others (supra) does not apply to the present case. Full stop. The Apex Court in the said case has treated the plant and machinery embedded in the earth as an immovable property which has been claimed as a movable property and was not made part of the agreement. Full stop. On the facts and circumstances, the Apex Court has held that the stamp duty is payable on the value of such plant and machineries which were embedded to the earth and falls within the purview of immovable assets. Full stop. There is no such situation in the present case. Full stop. The assets which have been claimed as a movable has been accepted by the authorities below. Full stop. It is not the case of the respondent that the assets which have been claimed as a movable are immovable. Full stop para. In the result, the writ petition is allowed in part. Full stop. The order of the ADM Finance and Revenue Shahjahanpur dated 12/12/2006 in stamp case number 115 of 2006 and the order of the Chief Controlling Revenue Authority dated 28/11/2008 are set aside. Full stop. The matter is remanded back to the ADM bracket finance and revenue bracket close Shahjahanpur to decide the stamp case number 115 of 2006 afresh in the light of the observations made above in accordance to law after giving opportunity of hearing full stop. Thanks friends watching my video. Like, share and subscribe please.